Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. This is the Realme 9 Pro Plus, a much awaited and welcome upgrade to last year's Realme 8 Pro. Now we all know that Xiaomi did a much better job than Realme last year with their Redmi Note 10 series. Realme's 8 series was not quite up there and Redmi Note 10 series was a way better choice. But this year, Realme has started before Xiaomi and things are looking pretty good for them, especially with this smartphone. The Realme 9 Pro Plus has solid upgrades all around and let's talk about them. Design wise, this smartphone looks awesome. It does not look like a budget smartphone. It gives you that premium feeling and that is exactly what I like about it. I like the rectangular camera model over here with the lens placement as well. It gives this phone a very modern and premium vibe. Also, this black color is next level. It's the best color out there out of all the available colors and I would hands down go with this one. I'm glad that Realme sent out the black color. Some other reviewers out there got different color options, but I'm glad that they sent the black one to me because according to me, this one is the best color option. Now, as far as the in-hand feel goes, this phone is okayish over here. I would say Realme 8 Pro was much better in terms of the in-hand feel. It felt slimmer and fit perfectly in the hand. On the other hand, Realme 9 Pro Plus is a little bit boxier and not that comfortable. So yeah, in terms of in-hand feel, I would definitely pick Realme 8 Pro. Now, build quality wise, you get glass on the front and back with a plastic frame. So yes, you do get a glass back panel. Realme 9 Pro Plus comes with an awesome display. It is a Full HD plus 6.4 inches AMOLED panel with a refresh rate of 90Hz. You also get a 180Hz touch sampling rate and the display quality is top notch. The colors are awesome, the viewing angles are great, and if you like to consume any sort of media, then you are in for a treat. I love the fact that it is AMOLED with those deeper blacks, that great contrast ratio, and the cherry on the cake over here is that 90Hz refresh rate. 90Hz is extremely smooth and I did not notice any hiccups whatsoever. Like, I have been using this smartphone for the past few days and I did not notice any hiccups in terms of the 90Hz refresh rate. Now, one weird thing is that chin. That chin is definitely noticeable and it is a big one. You will notice the chin for the first couple of days and after that you will get used to it. But yeah, it is noticeable. Now with this AMOLED display, Realme also gives you an in-display fingerprint sensor. That is kind of a premium feature and Realme is offering that in the budget series and I do appreciate that. The in-display fingerprint sensor is very cool and fast and accurate as well. It's not a slow one like we find on the Pixel 6. It's a good in-display fingerprint sensor and a big fat thumbs up for that. Alright, it's time to talk about what lies under the hood. So this smartphone comes with the MediaTek Dimensity 925G processor. Along with that, you get 6 or 8 GB of LPDDR4X RAM and up to 256 GB of UFS 2.2 storage. As far as the battery capacity goes, you get a 4500 mAh battery with support for 60 watt fast charging. And yes, you do get the charger inside the box itself. On the software side of things, this smartphone comes with Realme UI 3.0 with Android 12 out of the box. This is excellent. Realme is providing you Android 12 out of the box and I do appreciate that. This is the way to go. Android 12 has been out there for quite some time and brands should ship phones with Android 12 out of the box. So yeah, a job well done to the Realme team. Now as far as the security patch goes, it is still on the December patch, but I'm pretty sure that they will update that in the future. Now as far as the actual performance goes, I am impressed with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Dimensity 920 plus Realme UI 3.0 is a good combination over here. This phone is smooth and fast and definitely a solid upgrade over Realme 8 Pro. It is a very smooth and lag-free experience. I also tried gaming on this smartphone. I played BGMI for a couple of hours and did not notice any major hiccups whatsoever. It was a smooth experience. In terms of the graphics settings available, you will get smooth and extreme. Basically, you can run the game at 60 FPS very easily. Also, I have to say that Realme has done a good job in terms of optimizing Realme UI 3.0. It's a very refined experience and one which is very similar to ColorOS 12. I have been using the Oppo Reno 7 Pro as my daily driver for the past couple of weeks and the experience on that phone and Realme UI 3.0 is very similar. So yeah, it is similar to ColorOS 12, but that's not a bad thing. You get a lot of features and customization features are next level. You do get Material UI color picking engine. Basically, the colors will be picked from the wallpaper and that is just a very good experience. Every time you change your wallpaper, your entire smartphone will change. And yeah, that's working really well on this smartphone as well. All in all, in terms of performance and software, Realme 9 Pro Plus does not disappoint. This gets me to the main highlighting feature with this smartphone, the cameras. Let's talk about the hardware first. So on the rear side, you get a triple camera setup. You get a 50 megapixel primary sensor with optical image stabilization. This is the Sony IMX766. Apart from that, you get an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 2 megapixel macro camera. On the front side of things, you get a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. Now the main highlighting feature over here is optical image stabilization. The primary rear camera, which is the Sony IMX766, is optically stabilized, and you do get a couple of benefits with it, which we will talk about in just a moment. Right now, let's focus on the images, pun intended. As far as daylighting conditions go, the Realme 9 Pro Plus does not disappoint. The photos are very good in terms of dynamic range. The shadows and highlights are balanced and the overall image is very pleasing to the eye. I tested out the camera in various scenarios, and in terms of dynamic range, this camera does not disappoint at all. The photos are also very detailed and sharp. They are not soft photos and I do like them. Now what about the colors on the photo? Well, here's where I was slightly disappointed. The colors are not perfect. They're like 90% over there. 9 out of 10 times you will get a very good photo in terms of the colors, but the remaining one time you will get a very weird photo in terms of the colors. Maybe Realme can fix that with a software update, but as of this date, that is an issue that I found. Talking about the ultra wide angle camera, it's a very good perspective, and the ultra wide angle photos also turn out to be excellent in terms of dynamic range and detail level. I do like the ultra wide angle camera photos over here. You get a very wide frame and you can fit a lot in that frame. So it's good to have that ultra wide angle perspective. But what's not good to have is that 2 megapixel macro camera. It's literally useless and the macro photos are not good at all. You'd be better off taking a normal photo and then zooming in later. That is a much better scenario in my opinion. Now what about portrait mode? Well, portrait mode works like a charm on this smartphone. The edge detection is good and so is the background blur. I really like the portrait mode photos over here. Realme has done a good job over there. Alright, now let's talk about the optical image stabilization benefits. What does OIS actually do? OIS will basically stabilize your camera when you're shooting handheld, and the main advantage over here is with low light photos. In terms of low lighting conditions, smartphone cameras will take a little bit longer to click the photo, wherein the camera has to be stable. And here's where OIS comes in handy. You can click some awesome low light shots with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Even without turning on night mode, you can click some really good shots. And in extreme low lighting conditions, you can switch to night mode, which will produce really good results. So as I am happy with the low light shots of the Realme 9 Pro Plus, especially with the primary camera because of OIS. Now as far as the ultra wide angle camera goes, you do get a dedicated night mode for that as well. And low light ultra wide angle shots with the night mode do turn out to be excellent. I am happy with the low light ultra wide angle shots as well. Now one more place where OIS comes in handy is with video shooting. You get very good stabilization, but the stabilization seems to be working only for 1080p 30 and 1080p 60 fps. As soon as I switch to 4K 30 fps, the stabilization does not work that good. Maybe this has something to do with OIS plus EIS. Basically, EIS is working with 1080p 30 and 60 because OIS cannot be turned off. It's a hardware thing, and I think that Realme should implement EIS in 4K 30 as well. That would be the perfect scenario. Now what about them selfies? Well, selfies turn out to be great with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. They are detailed, the skin tones are natural, and the overall image is very pleasing to the eye. The front camera is working well with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Also, front camera portrait mode is impressive.
Alright, this is a very quick front camera video test with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now you guys let me know about the audio quality as well as the front camera video quality coming out of this device. I feel that it's pretty good, but you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
All in all, in terms of the camera experience, Realme 9 Pro Plus does not disappoint at all. I am happy with the cameras on the Realme 9 Pro Plus. This gets me to battery life. This smartphone comes with a 4500 mAh battery and it was constantly giving me a screen on time of about 5.5 to 6 hours. This is good battery life. It's not excellent battery life, but it is good battery life. The cherry on the cake over here is that 60 watt fast charging. Yes, you do get 60 watt fast charging, and that is excellent. Apart from this, Realme 9 Pro Plus retains the headphone jack. The headphone jack is very important, and I'm glad that Realme did not skip on that. As far as the speakers go, the speakers are good. You get a dual speaker setup and the sound quality is good. The speakers are loud and clear. All in all, I'm going to say Realme 9 Pro Plus is a very impressive package. What about the pricing? Well, as of shooting this video, I do not know the pricing. If you want to buy it, I'll make sure to drop a link to it in the description box below. Also, I'll update the pricing in the description box below. So anyway, that's been it. This was my mini review of the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Do let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.